One reason that the West is so patriarchal, and we are less patriarchal than any other group on earth, is because women don't care. They just, for the most part, women don't care. Now, there is a small percentage of them that care deeply, that have been hurt by masculinity. They are mad about it. A lot of the feminist movement is lesbian, and the remainder is mostly women who have seriously been damaged by masculine figures, but somehow have retained a sexual, attraction toward them, and are angry as they can be at the way men are allowed to sometimes act, even though it's a minority of men and a minority of instances. They have been affected by them, and they are mad as hell. And the whole feminist movement really is a very small percentage of the female population, but it brings up an important point, and it helps us identify things that we need to do. But the majority of women, 90% of them, don't really care because they aren't that interested in being noticed or seen for, achievements like, being an insurance executive or flying to the moon. They have more important work to do. They are focused on each other and children and the men in their life. They are working very hard behind the scenes to keep society running, and we could not get by without them. If they left, it would just poof, it would just go away. But they work tirelessly, as hard, if not harder than men, and they don't ask for credit. They don't want credit. They don't care. They are into what they're doing, and they know that it is important. They don't need outside validation to realize that what they're doing is important. It has its own immediate validation because it is about relationships and love and caring. And that's another thing we have to do when we, destroy the patriarchy and make it masculine and feminine, is show the importance of love and caring. And we, trivialize that. But think about love and caring. You want to be without it? Okay. It's like food, man. And because femininity is not revered like masculinity, it's trivialized, even though it's obvious that it shouldn't be that way. And it's obvious that it shouldn't be a patriarchy, that it should be masculinity and femininity. And we owe the change to this small percentage of women who are lesbians and women who aren't lesbian but are still hurt by masculinity, that if that is who changes everything, or the disaffected and the hurt and the painful, and or the pain filled, and they scream and they yell, and finally we look at the problem and it helps us move forward. But most of the people in the middle are just continuing the struggle, and they help us evolve.